All right, so this video today, we're going to go through this line editor. Now this is the 2008 AP written question, and it involves strings. And you're going to have to write this out by hand and know how to do that by hand, but I'm going to test it on the computer so you can see how it works and get you thinking how to tackle this this problem. Okay, so let's start reading. It says, consider the following incomplete declaration of a line editor class that allows insertions and deletions in a line of text. The line of text is stored internally as a string. The insert operation takes a string and inserts it into the line of text at the given index. The delete operation takes a string parameter and removes the first occurrence, if there is any, of that string from the line of text, and the delete all operation removes all occurrences, if any, of a string of a given string. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. From the line of text, including any that are formed as a result of the deletion process. Okay, so here's your line editor. You got your my line. That would be set to the original string. For testing purposes, I've got a few of these that I've set up. Nope. The insert method will take a string and insert it at whatever index is passed in, and you'll see here in a minute. There's multiple tests that we're going to run on this one for all of them. The delete passes in a string, and so if you've got a word like madman and you wanted to delete the word man in madman, this string would be man. And if you wanted to delete all, you could delete like all A's in madman, so it would be MDMN. So it would delete all the A's if STR was equal to A. So let's look at this. Here are what they give you. They want you to insert AP at position 0. So if you have your my line set to computer science, it's now AP computer science. If you have the word computer science, or the string computer science, and you want to put is best at position 16, it will add it on to the end, because this is position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then at 16 you can add on to the end. You would add on this blank and then is best. And then you could insert the word Java at position 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and position 4, Java is put in there, okay? So let's look what I've done in NetBeans. What I've done now, you guys are gonna have to write this out by hand, but all I did was I just created a main line editor, and I've got my line editor where I insert AP at position 0, is best at position 16, and Java at position 4. And then I've got my line editor where I've got insert our string, which for the first test will be AP, and we're putting in position 0. Okay, so first rule about strings is you can't put it, position 0 is where you start, okay, and your length is where you're ending. So you can't put it after the length that, I mean, you can put it you can put it at the length, but you can't put it over the length, okay? Or you can't put it before 0, you get an index out of bounds. So simple if my index is less than, if it's greater than or equal to 0, and the index is less than or equal to my line dot length. Okay, so this is error checking. This will make sure that you don't put something in negative, all right? Because if you do, you'll blow up you get a index out of bounds, and if it's greater than a length, there'll be an index out of bounds too. So we can put it at the beginning, if index is less than 1. So the first one, we're starting at position 0, right? So in here, at position 0, it's just adding it to the beginning, all right? So if it's at position, meaning that right here, if it's at position 0, then all we do is we just say my line is equal to str plus my line. Okay, that just adds it together. That's a real easy one, all right? Else, if, this is the harder one, all right? If our index is less than my line dot length, this is the one where you're putting it somewhere in the middle, okay? And this will be at the end. So let's say you don't know anything, okay? Can you set this up? Okay, so this goes into AP testing strategies. Can you add a string on to the beginning? And can you add it to the end? This one and this one are easy. This one's a little bit harder though, okay? This one you have to add it into the middle somewhere, okay? And so you take my line dot substring at position 0 to, whoops. My line to the index. So what this does is this is going to put it on to, so let's say we start, where's the one where we're starting? Java in position 4, okay? So we're going to go 0 to position 4. So that's going to give me 0 to position 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So it's really, remember it's 4 minus 1, so it's going to give me that. So 0 to here is my first string that I'm going to get, okay? Then I'm going to add the string. The string in this case is Java. I'm going to add that on, okay? Plus, and now I got to do, so this was 0 to 4, right? It gives me this. Then I add this in, okay? And then I need to figure out where I am here, which is basically where I was at before. So I can do index position 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here to the very end, sorry. UTER, that's position 4. If I were to write numbers over this thing, if I were to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in position 4 to the end, so uter science, okay? Because it doesn't change until after the assignment's done, okay? So right here I can say my line dot substring and then index. Okay, so this is going to give me 0 to 4, which is really positions 0, 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to give me the letters COMP. And then I'm going to add in Java. And then U, the U is in index position 4, right? Which I showed you right here. The U is in index position 4. And so all that does is take 4 to the end of my string, and it just adds them all together. So let's test this and see if we get what we want. AP Computer Science is best, Comp Java Uter Science. And that is exactly what we're looking for, okay? So that tests out all right, So I'm going to delete that right there. Okay. And, you know, in class, you'll write this out by hand, all right? Hopefully you'll get it. These are some of the harder ones, and you're just starting out writing. So, all right, next one, we want to delete the com in computer, so it would be COM, and it's the first occurrence, okay? The TER right here, this part right there, this C, so right here in computer science, or no, sorry, the first one, boom, right there, and the, okay, in this case, Java doesn't exist in computer science, so it will just come up like this, so we need to check for all these 4 different things here. So, I'm just gonna do that to that. Okay, and then we can test these ones. All right. So in this case, all of them are, my line is computer science, right? Let's make sure, double check. Computer science, yep, for all of them. All right. Okay, so what we need to check for is if the string that's passed in exists in the myLine string, and you use a index of to search for it. Okay, so basically, if myLine dot index of, okay, is not equal to -1. -1 meaning -1 would return that it didn't find it. So if it doesn't find it, it skips all of them, all right? And just prints the original one. But if it does find it, we got to redo our line. And it's going to be real similar to this one up here. A little bit different, but real similar. Because this one we're adding it, and this one we're going to actually delete it. So the hard part of this is kind of thinking through how we would do this. So we would say myLine dot substring 0 to myLine dot index of str. Okay, so what this does is it's found it somewhere. So let's look at this real quick. Okay, com, it's found com, and it returns, it finds it in position 0. All right, so if I put this right here, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it finds with index of com starting in position 0 right here. Bam. Okay. So this would return 0, 0. All right, that's where we start. Okay. Plus myLine dot substring myLine dot index of str plus the length comma myLine dot, whoops, I think I screwed up. No, myLine dot length. All right, let's look and see what's going on here. So for this first one, and I'm not sure I've explained this one real quick here. If it this 0 and this returns 0, 0, 0, there's nothing in between position 0 and 0. So this return a blank. Okay, this would return for this first one a blank. That's what it would look like. All right. Now, if this returned 1 right here, it'd be 0, 1. So if this was like this, if it was like that, yeah, I'm not. 0, 1, it's returning the first character in here, which is that right there, okay? And maybe it would be best if I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll put that up there. So 0, comma 1 would return that right there, okay? But it's 0, comma my line index of string. So it finds that right there. So 0, comma 0 is basically a blank because there's nothing in between the two of them, all right? So then what it does is it's adding in the index of where the string starts, which is position 0, plus the string length is 3. So because it's COM, 1, 2, 3. So wherever we're at, 0 plus this one would be 3. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3 is P. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it would start at position 3 and go to the length of the string. So it would return computer science right there. Okay, so that one tests. Okay, what's the next one? The next one is TER. So right here, we want to delete that. So for this case, we start at 0 and we go to the index of. Well, where's the index of? It's 5. So 0 to 5 gives me COMPU. Okay? So we start there. And now we're getting rid of this part, okay? So the index of is 5 to the length of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. So that puts me in position 11. That's where I start right here. This whole thing is 11, and it goes to the length. So starting at 11 goes here to here. So the first part gives me comp U, and this second part gives me ions. Okay, it deletes the rest of that. Okay. Next, we're deleting C in here. So it's going to just be the first C, so it's going to delete this one, okay? So again, 0 to wherever it finds it at. It finds it at position 10, okay? Which gives me computer space uppercase S. Then we do the index position, which is 0 plus the length is 1, gives us, this is 10 plus 1 gives us 11. So then it starts at 11 and goes to the end. Okay, so computer S ions. Okay, finally Java. It doesn't exist, so it just prints my line. Let's test this. Computer science. Let's make sure. Computer science, comp U ions. Computer science without a yes. Yep. Okay, that one tests. Okay. And the last one's easy because we already did one occurrence of it. So if you got one occurrence of it, okay, then what we can do here is we can do all occurrences of it, which is really nice. You can copy instead of an if, we do while. So while it still finds it, it's just going to do this over and over again. So the first time too, it's string computer. Okay. Let's see here. First two, string computer should return this, and then sting programming. str program, right? str program, sting program. Now these other ones are messed up because I need to change something on here. Because look at, they change. Whoops. Okay, the first two are correct. So now what we need to do is we need to change to this A. So let's do that. So we can do that, and we can do this. Yeah, what's going on here? Let's get rid of this second call, all right? Let's do that right now. This should come out better. Okay, we got ABA, we passed in, right? ABA, and so it deletes all occurrences of ABA, ABA, and then it's BABA, so then it does BAB, so it returns just B. Okay, does that make sense? So it deletes that, and then it deletes that, and so the only thing left is B, which is basically what we do. Okay, that's fine. Now we got ooh la, and I gotta change this to so it's gonna delete this right here, ooh la. Make sure ooh la, that's the only place it occurs. Yep, so it should return O. Let's see what happens here. Turns H. Let's see here. H. Let's see why that happens, because that's kind of funky. Okay, so first time you go through it, ooh la, it deletes that part, right? Right here. Here, maybe it'll be easier on here. It deletes this first part right here, okay, and it reassigns it to my line. So that is now the new my line after the deletion. And so after that, then it goes through again and says, "Oh, I found it," and then it deletes that. So then you're left with H. So that works good. And finally, we got what, pizza pie. And so wait. Sorry, we got zap. And we got pizza pie. So this is pizza pie, and we've got, this is supposed to be zap, I believe. So I run that, bam, and pizza pie. Okay, because zap doesn't exist. So watch this again, practice. This is not the easiest stuff to get the first couple times through. You're going to have to think about how this works. You're going to have to memorize how index of works. Again, it just finds, if it finds it in there, it returns the index position. You're going to have to memorize substring, how that all works. But other than that, this isn't that hard of a program, but without a computer in front of you and just kind of thinking it off the top of your head, that's where it gets difficult and why we practice this. So anyway, practice and watch the next video.